Welcome everyone. This is a yoga class designed for equestrians of all disciplines. So go ahead, there is no equipment needed, but get your mat set up if you want to light a candle, or we've already used our essential oils, and find a nice setting. And we'll start off in child's pose. So you can come on down, forehead and knees to the mat. You can take your knees apart or together, arms extended out in front. Drop your forehead to the mat. Good, and just staying here for several breaths, starting to close your eyes and really tune in with yourself. Picture that you're inflating into a balloon in your lower back and your hips. You're breathing into that area. To arrive here, really feeling everything that touches the earth. So your hands, your knees, even feeling your forehead or the tops of your feet start to give you a sense of anchoring and rooting down into the earth here. You can make it your intention at this point to let go of what no longer serves you. Creating some space to draw in what you'd like to have more of in your life, whether that's focus or joy or just a sense of space. And for just a few more poses, in child's pose, as an option, you can start to walk both hands to the right side of your mat, enjoying a nice stretch through the left side of the body. Take a deep breath there. Slowly coming to the left side of your mat, especially reaching through that right hand and palm, sinking and opening through the ribs here. And then you'll take yourself onto all fours, hands underneath the shoulders. Start to round your back, looking towards your belly button. Exhale. As you inhale, lifting the chin open through the collarbones. 3 more rounds of cat-cow. Really warming up through the spine. Picture articulating and moving every vertebrae from the tailbone all the way through the neck. Really connecting it with breath. Inhaling as you lift. Exhale to round. From here, find a neutral spine. Plant your left hand at the center of the mat. Take your right hand to the side, as high up as you can reach. And then you're gonna thread that right hand under and through as you exhale for a twist. Let your head rest on the mat and find 2 more breaths here. You can press the left hand into the mat, rolling the left shoulder away from the earth, or left hand can reach up to the sky, even dropping it back on your outer right hip. 1 more breath. Really letting go on the exhale. We'll take it straight to the other side, slowly planting right hand to the center, left arm reaches up, big inhale. Exhale, twist it under and through. Just enjoy that opening in the back. Good twist for the spine. Either keep the right hand pressing into the mat or reaching towards the sky. Option to drop it to the outer left hip. 1 more breath, relax the jaw. Beautiful, slowly coming back. We will take it through our first flow, either in a push-up position or on your knees in a supported plank. You're gonna slowly exhale to lower down, either all the way to your belly or halfway chaturanga. You can do a cobra or upward facing dog, lifting through the chest, and downward facing dog. Good, and as we move here, I will pass it off to Mari. Yeah, it feels good to just move the head, whatever feels good in this shape.
Nice. So let's just push back that head all the way through those shoulders, really feeling that hamstring stretch. Feel like someone's lifting your hips up to the sky. So really get that spinal stretch here. Getting some space through each vertebrae here. Really pushing through the palms of your hands. And then we're gonna slowly sweep your right foot in between your hands right here for that lizard lunge here. So now we're gonna reach up with that right hand towards your front bent knee, reaching up, opening up that chest, and then slowly coming down with that hand down back to the ground. We're gonna do that again. So reach up as high as you can, opening up that chest, creating some space. Use that breath and reach down. You can always put that elbow down so you can get a little bit more of a stretch if you need to in that hip flexor, okay? Reach up one more time, all the way up, breathing through and coming back down onto that elbow or that hand, depending on your flexibility. All right, now we're gonna push back into that down dog one more time. Feel free to go back into that flow, coming into that plank, dropping on your knees or staying in that plank, coming down into that up dog position, really making sure your elbows are bending, pushing through that down dog. All right, bringing your left foot now in between those hands. We're gonna hit the other side, reaching up with that left hand to the sky, twisting your chest all the way open, then coming back down to the ground. Also, you can put that elbow down, that forearm to get a bigger stretch. Otherwise, twist it up to the sky, opening up, and again, coming back down wherever you are, whatever is accessible to you, either on your forearm or on that palm. One more time, we're gonna reach open, use that breath, lifting all the way open, and then coming back down and hitting that foot back into that down dog position. I'm going to hand it over, pass it off to Allie to finish us off here. This next flow.
Feeling good. Once again, option to stay in down dog or take a flow forward to plank or on hands and knees, lowering halfway or all the way, cobra or upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Go ahead and give it a few knee bends, shake it out, head saying yes, 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 no, 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 and then I want everyone to flutter their lips and just go, breathing in. This time, open your mouth, take a long sigh. One more good breath, breathing in through the nose. And exhale, let it go. Right leg's gonna lift, inhale, up and back. Bring that right foot, step it between the hands and come all the way open into warrior two. So, hands are energized and sinking down onto that front leg. Picture that you're trying to drag your heels towards each other, igniting the inner thighs. And from here, find 2 good breaths. So that warrior focus in the eyes, yet there's a calmness in the face, especially around the jaw. Good. Go ahead and take the right elbow, forearm to the right thigh, sweep the left arm long, side angle. Once again, breathing here. Really strong through the core, so not too much weight on that front forearm. Really pulling right heel back towards the midline of that left foot. Nice and strong. Good. Lifting up, reverse the warrior, reaching right arm up overhead. Left hand can come around behind you or reach down that left leg. And picture you're opening through your right ribs, your lungs expanding. Stay with the reach and go ahead and straighten through that right leg. Stretch up and back. Good, and then bring your hands back to parallel, horizontal. Step the back foot in slightly, preparing for your triangle here. So in your triangle, check that your right heel intersects with the center of that left foot. Reach first of all, forward, 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 and then tipping down. So keep pressing energetically through that right heel to lift. Gaze can come to the sky if it feels okay, or also you can look down towards the floor. And everyone, peel your shoulders out of your own ears. 2 breaths here. Nice and active and really using your breath. Good. We're gonna go ahead and step out of this one. Just walk yourself to the back of the mat. Give it a little shake. And then find yourself here present. Maybe close your eyes. Good. Before we move to the second side, we're just gonna take a standing figure 4 with the same right foot flexing and crossing over the left side. So we're getting you right on into it so that you can take this sequence anytime throughout the week. You can repeat this class maybe even 3 times a week to really start to open through the hips and find the benefits for yourself as a rider. 2 more breaths, soften the jaw. If you ever want an added challenge, you can close your eyes and play with your balance here. 1 more breath. Good. To transition out of this one, go ahead and lift up and then step that right foot forward. Take a crescent lunge, arms inhale, reach, and then all the way down to the mat. Step it back to plank. Exhale as you bend and flow. Inhale, lifting, downward facing dog. Exhale, 2 breaths, breathing in, breathing out. You can also take a quick child's pose here, wiggling through the hips. And we're right back at it. Left side lift, left leg inhale, lift up. Come on forward. Circle it open to warrior 2. Nice and strong through the core. Good. And if you ever need to, you can take that right foot in for a more narrow stance, or you can really sink down nice and low. And picturing that there's a line between both hands and you're stretching it. Yes, beautiful. Shoulders away from ears. 2 breaths of that warrior gaze. Sink low. Energize through your feet. Really feel your breath. Good. Keeping your core strong. Come slowly onto that elbow, forearm, right arm reaches long overhead. So we're really opening up, especially through that left hip. It's very active and we're opening through it. So you don't want to push too hard. Find your edge and take 2 more breaths here. Remember to stay nice and light on that left elbow. So you're really using the core. 1 more good breath. Good, and then we're gonna reverse the warrior. So stay bent in that left knee, up and back with the left arm. Peaceful warrior. So even if you feel that burning in the left leg, picture what part of this can you bring a sense of ease to? Like when you're on your horse and you're centering yourself for your mindset. 1 more breath. Keep the reach and straighten through that left leg. Reverse triangle. And then come up nice and tall. You can step the back foot in slightly, preparing for your triangle here. So tip it, reach it forward, and then slightly down and open. Good. And you can always, if you have a block, place your hands on a block, or else just landing on that shin. Again, trying to be nice and strong in the core. So breathing here. There's a balance of strength, presence, as we open through the hips. Good. From here, slowly coming up, and then you're gonna walk yourself to the back of the mat, maybe give it a little shake. Find Tadasana, mountain pose, 2 breaths, palms facing forward. Close your eyes and just feel your feet. Like a reset here. Releasing anything out through your feet you want to let go of. And then calling in that joy or that focus into your heart. We'll come into our standing figure 4 with the left foot. So you can plant the right toes, spread them wide, left knee lifting, flex the foot, and hinge. And it should feel
so good.
Really nice on that outer left hip, right? Really breathing into that area. Hold this one for a good 3 or 4 breaths. So you can really open up into that area, especially when we're really strong. You need some time to let the body kind of open up. So make sure you're not clenching in your jaw. 1 more really full breath here. slowly come to standing. We'll take our transition up and stepping forward. Big crescent lunge, stretch and reach, let it feel good. And really use your breath to flow. Exhale all the way down or halfway. Big inhale, maybe linger open. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more good breaths here. And once again, I will pass it off to Mari for our next sequence.
Okay, guys, let's bring up that right foot, reaching all the way up to the sky, and then let's bend that into our chest. Let it just drop down onto the ground for a half pigeon here. So let's really push through the palms of our hands here, reaching up, making sure those shoulders stay nice and clear of those ears and have good space here. So we're really going to feel our legs having contact with that ground, okay? So all parts of our leg, our outer leg, our upper shin here, and our extended leg behind us. You can feel free to go down onto your forearms if you need a little bit more of a stretch. Otherwise, you can push through those palms of those hands. Breathing through here. Really take this time to connect with your breath again. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, getting oxygen to all those muscles. Relaxing here. Good. And in that next inhale, let's sit on up wherever we are. We're going to sweep that left leg around over that bent knee and give it a little hug here into your chest, okay? We're gonna place that right arm down to the ground, lifting, extending that left arm up. Sorry, the other way.
Do a
left
little
arm,
dance.
do a little dance. And then we're going to do that twist, right? So we're gonna wrap that elbow over that knee, extending through your spine before you do that twist. Try to look behind, over that shoulder if you can. So really try to get that optimal twist there. Good. Trying to keep that left cheek on the ground too as well. Try not to lift too much off that ground. And then we're gonna release out of that twist. So let's rock and roll here to get to the other side, guys. So feel free to bend in both knees to your chest, and we're gonna rock and roll out. That should feel real nice on that spine, giving it a nice little massage, right? And then coming out to both feet, if you can, and drop back into that plank, into down dog position. Good. Or feel free to do a flow as well to get into that dog position. And then we're going to lift the other side, the left side. Make sure we bend that knee into that chest before dropping it down onto the ground into that pigeon pose. Again, making sure we check in with our bodies here, that we have contact with that ground, with our legs, and we're extending through that spine, pushing through the ground with our palms. And if you need, another extra stretch, you can come down onto those forearms so you can feel that nice stretch through that IT band there. Good. Again, checking in with that breath, breathing in through your nose. Nice audible exhale here. Breathing in. Nice exhale, getting that oxygen throughout your body. Good. Nice. And then again, lift up if you're on your forearms, up into a nice tall spine here before you sweep that right foot now over the left here. Okay, left, right arm, and then we're gonna extend that left arm, right? And then we're gonna do that spinal twist the other direction now. So really lift up with that spine before you twist. Try to look over that shoulder if you can. Really challenge yourself to go just a little bit more maybe. Good. Breathing through, don't forget to breathe. Try to keep that right cheek now, having contact with that ground. Good. And then slowly release out of that guy. And let's rock and roll one more time, just to even it out. Massage that spine. Good, yes, get that whole spine, really rock back. And then the last rock,
and I'll meet you in a seated cross position here. We want to thank you guys so much for coming and joining us for this flow. You can again repeat this as many times into your workout regimen throughout the week. We hope to see you next time. Namaste.
Thank you.